another exciting episode of Manna Express TV show. I have with me on the show this evening Mr. Patrick Doer of Doer Success Business. And he's talking to us about marketing without money. He's talking to us about the best way to get the word about your business out. So if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur or possibly thinking of starting a business, listen to what Patrick is saying this evening because I know it will be a blessing to you. So Patrick, let's touch some more about marketing without money. You talked about PR skills, having PR, and you talked about
Well, some of the biggest ones that I've found are whenever you can speak even for 5 to 7 minutes anywhere. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't even realize is that how powerful it is to get in front of a group and begin to just share maybe your testimony, maybe some key component of a lesson that's in your life. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that when you speak, if you're speaking just information, it just rings in someone's head and nothing really happens. But if you speak from what I call the inside wall of your heart, okay? And on that wall, God's written some very important lessons, and most of them you paid more than you wanted to for. Would you agree? And so those lessons are the things that you want to key in on, and they'll change other people's lives. They have an anointing to break a yoke or to break a chain. When you think about beginning to get out and grow a business, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have been laid off. They have maybe they have a little bit of retirement money, but they're scared. They're thinking, how am I going to get a job again? What you want to do is basic business 101 is find a need and fill it.
That's always true. Viewers, I'm back using the microphone so you can hear this message very well. I don't want you to miss any word coming from Patrick's mouth this evening. So that's why I'm talking to you with the microphone. So Patrick, I'm curious about like with this economic downtrend, there are people unemployed and people have been harboring businesses, in their wombs, and some want to launch but are scared. Say I was someone like that. What advice do you have for me? I mean, if I had the business I've been pregnant with for years, but because there's no money in the economy and so forth, what do you advise I do?
Well, again, it goes back to look at where the needs are in the economy right now. Where are people spending money and who's spending it? Right now, the government's spending a lot of money. Well, if that's the case, then you might want to find out how are some ways that I can get government contracts. For what? It doesn't really matter. Everything from cleaning a building to selling socks to the government. A lot of times, the government doesn't even know how to find the best deal on things. So if you can bring them a good package and be listed that way, that's a great thing you can bring to the table. Also, just beginning to get into the information age. There's so many things that are free out there. And I know there's lots of people that worry about Facebook and, well, not even Facebook, more like MySpace, okay? But really, when you get into Facebook, that's a little bit of a social media, but it's free. And you can begin to tell people what you want and what you can do and what you offer. Because we all have specialized knowledge. We just don't value it. Let me just say this, if I could. Can I say a really short story that's to the point of what you just said?
That's fine.
If we were to all go back in time to the Garden of Eden, and God was sitting there, and you're one of the angels, and you guys are all the angels, and He said, "I'm going to make a man," and the angels are going, "Great, whatever that is," and so He leans over in this mud pie, and He blows into it, and of course the angels are seeing in both dimensions, right? He's seeing the natural and the spiritual. He gets done, and He looks up and goes, "Check that out!" And all the angels look down, and they go, because it was a mirror image. He had cloned himself. He had created a creator. He created a being that had the ability to do massive things. And yet, when we bring it to today, you come forward to today, we're walking across the street, angels still see us. What do? They see it, they see His glory in you, and they bow and they reverence His glory in you.
So more or less, people take for granted the power they have in themselves.
It's so massive. We sit there and go, this old thing? Hey, I only put this on. I don't care what I look like. In our lives, we don't step out and step into what's available because of fear. And we don't have to, because we can sit there and go every morning, God, show me how to co-create with you something magnificent.
It's a very good one. God, show me how to co-create with you something magnificent. I think that's a powerful line.
Thanks. And that's the message that I would have for anybody right now, is to get out there and begin to use all of the free media that's available, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or I'm trying to think, it's Twitter and all these. You know, a lot of people think that's just noise. You can make money without spending anything. Blogging, creating your own website can only take $8. You can do it actually for free on WordPress.com. So, I mean, the point is there's these little things that can begin to express yourself. And right now, video is so important. Just go get a little Flip video camera. It's manufactured by Flip. It has the software to load it up anywhere you want. The reason I say that is there's so many ways to get you and what's valuable in you, what's really a core message in you, out into the marketplace and begin to offer it. Because they're, like Cromwell used to say, there are acres of diamonds inside of our lives, riches untold and unused, because we sit there and say, oh, that old thing, hey, it's just a dumb rock. And the guy that story was about, that Acres of Diamonds was about, was sitting on top of the largest, most profitable diamond mine in the world. We are sitting on top of that, and we just need to begin to really understand how to step out and step in to the marketplace and say, I have value that this world needs. And most business owners, most people that are just getting out of businesses today, in the sense of being laid off and whatever, they're so afraid. And I just say, step out anyways. Fail forward.
Thank you very much, Patrick, for sharing such valuable information. I know there are people curious to know how they can get in touch with you. Can you share? We have less than a minute left. We've covered a little bit, but I'll have you come back on the show. Can you share with the viewers how they can get in touch with you, what you have to offer real quick, and your contact information? I know it's on the screen, but if you can let them know, again, the best way to reach you.
Absolutely. Actually, the best way to get a hold of me is just through patrickdeurer.com, and that's just PatrickDougher. It's probably on the screen.com. And it has several tabs across the top that talk about marketing without money. I have a podcast site that I've got audios that I've done a radio show for a while now, and they can listen to old shows. Some of them are just fantastic because it's all about best practices. And just check out some of the things that are on PatrickDougher.com.
Patrick, thank you very much once again for coming. I've learned a lot. I'm going to talk to you some more after the show. And viewers, I hope you ran your... excuse me. I'm always so excited when I have powerful guests. But I hope you've learned a lot from what Patrick has said this evening about your business. Whatever's going on with you, whether you have a business or whether you're pregnant with a business, just know that once there's a way, once there's a will, there's a way. It's possible, and you can make use of all the networks, the social networks online today. Well, thank you once again for tuning into Manna Express TV show. I'm your host, May Olushola, publisher of Manna Express Christian newspaper. Like I said in the beginning, if you've never ever received a copy of this paper, log on to our website, www.mannaexpress.com, and let us know, how to send to you and how best to reach you. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next Saturday. God bless you.